We start this edition with breaking news coming in from Manipur in Imphal, where a complete shutdown has been announced by EMA's group of Manipur in Imphal Valley, with officials urging the public to return to their homes and prepare for protest. The unrest follows the recovery of 6 bodies of the hostages, including 2 children, from Barak River. 3 bodies were found last night and the remaining 3 were discovered this morning. In the latest, what we learned is that Chief Minister Biren Singh has called an emergency meeting of BJP MLAs and ministers at his residence. So that's the latest coming in from the state of Manipur, where unrest continues. The protest has now spilled to the streets of Imphal, where the women protesters are demanding answers from the government. They say that 6 hostages were taken by Kuki militants and they were killed. Bodies of them have been recovered yesterday and today as well. There are protests erupting in the state of Manipur. Imphal has been ordered for a complete shutdown. Anuruddha, my colleague, is joining me live from Imphal. Anuruddha, what's the situation on ground? Has the protest ended, or is it still continuing? And what are the demands of the protesters?
Yes, protest continues across Imphal, Tanisha, and right now we are in Uripok, and here you can see picketers have blocked the roads. They have set tires on fire, set up less tires on the roads, and a complete shutdown is being enforced. These are the visuals coming in from Uripok, but not only in Uripok. Protests have been witnessed across the valley in several locations. We are also getting in inputs that from places like Koktruk, in the fringe areas, firing has also been reported. Protesters across the valley have been trying to enforce the complete shutdown, which has been announced by today afternoon. And ever since the shutdown was announced, the protesters are taking onto the streets, blocking the roads in several locations, in multiple places. Even the public has also gone to meet their representative, the MLAs and ministers, appealing the MLAs and ministers to clear their stand on the ongoing violence in the state of Manipur. We would like to also get in some views of the picketers here, but though they often decline to speak, we would like to go to some of the protesters who would like to speak. Here is a gentleman with us. भैया हम आपसे जानना चाहेंगे, you can see these visuals, they are enforcing the shutdown and asking the public who are moving on the streets and going to various places to refrain from coming out. They have in fact returned many vehicles which were on their way to different places, but the picketers have blocked the road and they have asked them to go back to their respective homes or respective localities and make the shutdown a success. If we would like to speak to you, क्या कहेंगे? ये जो बंद यहाँ पर जो इम्पोज किया गया है, आप लोगों की पहली जो मांग है वो क्या है अभी? मतलब
to tell you frankly, this is not a ban. It is a protest against the brutal killing of that 6 civilians. Yeah. So we were shocked to hear the news of that 3 children. One infant 8 months old, one is 2 years old, and the other is 8 years old. So for that only we are demanding the government to take actions against the Kuki terrorists. And besides that, at present, as AFSPA, Armed Forces Special Powers Act, is imposed in all the hill districts. Assam Rifles and other paramilitary forces, they are deployed there. Till now, the Kuki terrorists, they are roaming freely in the hills. They are attacking the civilians, military settlements in the foothills. So these are the issues we need to know that.
So here was one of the protesters. He has clearly spoken out that they are anguished by the killing of the 6 innocent civilians in Jirimukh by the militants, and that is the reason why they have imposed this shutdown as a protest against the brutal killing, and also for the imposition of Armed Forces Special Powers Act in the 6 Valley police stations. Their stand is very clear that the Armed Forces Special Powers Act is already in place in the hills, but so far no action has been taken against the militants who are roaming freely in the hills. So what is the necessity to reimpose the AFSPA in the valley? These are the questions that are being raised by the protesters who have taken on the streets of Imphal since today morning. Tanisha.
Right. Anuruddha, keep speaking to us because the visuals there tell us how the situation is right now on the ground. It tells us about what intensity, the gravitas of the anger that is among the people. The incident, like you were saying, happened in Jirimukh. What is the situation in Jirimukh right now? And as we understand, Chief Minister Biren Singh has also called for a meeting in the evening. What is that meeting going to be all about?